This brief web tutorial is going to show you how to create a Google form. From your drive, select the New button, and under More, you'll see an option to create Google Forms. Now when you create a form, it will automatically create a spreadsheet to hold your data. So the first thing you always need to do is you need to title the form. This is going to be called My Demo Form. Now you have some options. If you're using a school district domain account, you should have an option to require students to log in to view the form. I highly recommend using that setting as it'll collect their Google address, which will allow you to have not only a unique identifier for each student, but allow you to send them an email back based on their form responses. Now that we're going to require them to log in, we want the form to automatically collect their username. You can show a progress bar at the bottom, and if you have them log in, you can allow only one response per person. You can also shuffle the order of questions. Now, to add a question, the first thing that's on here is a defaulted multiple choice question. However, with any form, the first question that you need to ask students is always going to be their first name. And we'll make this a required question. The next thing that we want to ask is going to be their last name. And again, this should be a required question. Now, if you teach in a secondary classroom, you also need to ask for their period number. And the reason for this, and we'll make this a checkbox question, is so that I can organize my form not only alphabetically, but also by period. So I'm going to have period 1, period 2, and you can use the tab key to go between the lines here. Period 4, 5, and 6. Now if I wanted another option, I could use add other and allow a response where they can put in their period number. So I'll be done here. Now what's great about Google Forms is it's a great way to collect digital assignments. Now you do have different types of questions you can ask. Text, paragraph text creates a larger response box. Multiple choice and checks boxes, choose from a list, a scale question, grids, date, time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use another text question, and this is going to be project title. So I want them to title their project, and that'll be required. The last question is going to be a project URL link. This way they'll submit their URL link to me, and I'll have all of my projects organized nicely on this form. Again, this is going to be a required question. Now you also have other options. You can insert images and videos. There's some cool things you can do with page breaks as well. So if you wanted to have an image or a video put into this project, all you have to do is select video, and it'll ask you to either search YouTube or you can enter the URL of the video. The video then, we'll put in Google Forms, and you'll see here I'm searching YouTube, so here's a Google Forms video. If I wanted to use that, I could insert that, and you see the video appears here. I can title it, and then what I can do is I can add a question directly below it. So I'll hit done, and if I wanted to have students answer a question based on that, I could put in a paragraph text response. I'm not going to do that for this form, so I'm going to go ahead and delete it. Now, you have some themes here. You can select the Change Theme button, and there's some fantastic themes that you can use for your forms. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select the beach because it's just kind of my fallback. Now, if I want to see what the live form is going to look like, I just hit this View Live Form link here. And this will take me to the actual form that I can go ahead and fill out. So I'll go ahead and I'll put in my name, Scott Padway, and my period, I'm going to be in the first period class. The project title is going to be Paris Map. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go get the URL from my Paris map here. I'll share, save, and I'm going to take this URL right here. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in my demo form. So I'll just paste that in. Now I can send a copy of the responses to myself if I want to go back in. If the button's been enabled to edit responses, I can do that. Otherwise, I'll just see my responses. Now when I submit the form, my responses are going to be recorded onto a spreadsheet. If I go back into my drive, I can type in demo form, and you'll see that I have a demo form responses sheet that's been created. I can also access that from the edit mode of the form to the view responses button. This is going to take me to the spreadsheet that was created. You'll see I have my first name, I have my username, my last name, the period number, the map, and then the project URL. If I had a list of all my students here, I can organize that list, and when it's time to present, all I have to do is click on project URL and it will take me to everybody's project. This is the first video I'll have some more on how to share forms, how to edit responses, view a summary of responses, and a few other things. So please stay tuned. Have a great day.